from Arizona. Ms. Ansari, you're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Secretary Burgum, hi. As you are aware, the Colorado River is in a historic drought that is impacting water users throughout the entire basin. In my home state of Arizona, the drought is not only impacting municipalities and tribes, but threatening American semiconductors, national security, and critical agriculture production that rely on water from the Colorado River. As you're well aware, earlier this month, the three lower basin states of Arizona, California, and Nevada proposed a 2-year comprehensive package for near-term operations that will commit a minimum of 3.2 million acre-feet of lower division water savings, helping stabilize the entire Colorado River. Regardless of whether a larger 7-state deal is reached, the federal government has tools currently at its disposal to help mitigate the drought. The Deputy Commissioner of the Bureau of Reclamation testified at a Senate hearing in March that there is still approximately $1 billion available from the Inflation Reduction Act for drought mitigation in the Colorado River. To that end, will you commit to working with me and my colleagues in the Colorado River Basin to expedite the expenditure of remaining IRA funding, as well as identify other funding for durable projects that will help mitigate the drought basin-wide?
I would say, yes, we're all hands on deck, and we've engaged with all 7 governors from the 7 basin states. We've had them meet in person in my office. We've had calls not just with the water commissioners, but this is all hands on deck issue. And the challenge is the lower basin states have been fantastic in terms of their conservation efforts and what they're putting on the table. But as you know, we've not been able to reach a 7-state agreement. And so we did execute under the drought authorities that we have through Interior and the Bureau of Reclamation to put a plan in, so at least the water users know what the plan is for this year, so that people can start planning. But yeah, the low snowpack this year comes at a time when we were already short, and so it's going to be the one thing I know for certain is that we're not going to have enough water for any of the 7 states. So looking for a solution on how do we get through with a resource that's a smaller pie when we don't like to have it at a time when with economic development others we need a bigger pie.
Thank you, and I look forward to working with you on that as well. I also wanted to ask you about the department's interim Colorado River actions. In April, the department announced plans to release up to 1 million acre-feet from the Flamingo Gorge. Do you anticipate moving the entire 1 million acre-feet?
The current plan is estimated to that we would do the 1 million acres from Flaming Gorge. I believe the order that I signed indicates a 600,000 to 1 million, but the people should presume that it's going to be at the high range unless we have some events this summer that would drive new information into the hydrology, and we'll be making those hydraulic assessments almost every 2 weeks as we go through this season.
Got it, thank you. I know the department also announced plans to reduce the annual release volume from Lake Powell to Lake Mead by 1.48 million acre-feet. Lake Mead is vital to Arizona's hydropower and water supply, and optimizing Lake Powell to Lake Mead release volumes is crucial to protecting Lake Mead from falling below critical elevations. If conditions change and Colorado River hydrology improves, would a reduction in Flaming Gorge releases only occur with a corresponding increase of Lake Powell to Lake Mead release?
Yeah, the answer to that is likely. Okay. But again, you're hitting on all the important topics, including power generation, recreation, water supply. It's a complex set of stakeholders we're trying to balance.
Thank you. And then lastly, I wanted to ask you about the Water Smart program. At a time when drought in the West is forcing us to do more with less water, programs like Water Smart are providing states, tribes, local governments, and water users with so many critical resources to plan for and implement actions to increase our water supply and modernize existing infrastructure. Unfortunately, the department's budget request for fiscal year 2027 zeroes out 6 critical Water Smart programs. Given the current serious drought conditions we're facing in Arizona and all the 7 basin states that you highlighted yourself, shouldn't we be putting more money into programs like Water Smart instead of cutting them?
The budget was put together before at a time when we thought we still were going to have more significant runoff this year. So this is obviously something that we're taking a look at, because your statement is absolutely factual that this is a time when we likely would benefit from additional resources that are not in the budget as originally created.
So you'd consider proposing something different in the future?
Well, the budget is the budget that's been submitted right now, but I'm just saying your observation is factual, which is that across those 7 states, states and private sector guys are always looking for grants to help drive these water smart projects. Some are better than others, some are effective, some aren't. Some are great, but I think we again, this is a season when we have to look at everything.
I'll just end by, I just want to ask unanimous consent to enter into the record a letter from 142 organizations and stakeholders, which speaks to the importance of water smart and the need for robust funding. Thank you.
Without objection.